Let me explain something clearly. Distance doesn't always mean detachment. Sometimes it means overwhelm. When I start acting distant, it's not because my feelings disappeared. It's usually because they became too loud, too consuming, too difficult to manage without losing control. If I truly didn't care, you'd see calmness. You'd see neutrality. There would be no edge in my tone, no shift in my energy. I wouldn't need space because nothing inside me would feel threatened. But when I turn cold, that's not absence, that's defense. I'm protecting myself from overthinking, from hoping too much, from reading into your words and attaching meaning where maybe there isn't any. I'm fighting the urge to double text, to reread old conversations, to check if you're online, to wonder who else is getting your attention. Coldness is often self-preservation, because when a woman feels too much, she doesn't explode, she retreats. She tightens her emotions. She lowers her availability. She creates space before she embarrasses herself with vulnerability. Distance is easier than confession. Silence is safer than saying, I care more than I should. And sometimes the colder I appear on the outside, the louder my thoughts are on the inside. So don't confuse restraint with indifference. Sometimes the girl who steps back is the one trying hardest not to fall deeper. You think ignoring your stories, your messages, your presence happens by accident. No, that takes discipline. When a woman is completely done, she doesn't strategize, she doesn't mute you, she doesn't rehearse responses in her head, she doesn't calculate timing before replying. She simply loses interest, and interest doesn't require effort to maintain distance. But when she still cares, she becomes controlled. She sees your name pop up and pauses. She types something, deletes it. She watches your story, then decides not to react. That's not randomness, that's intentional restraint. Because responding naturally would reveal emotion, and sometimes she's not ready to show how much access you still have to her. Silence, in that case, isn't indifference, it's discipline. She's trying to prove to herself that she has control, that she doesn't need to respond immediately, that she can survive without engaging, that she's not dependent on your attention. It's a quiet internal battle between ego and emotion. The ego says, stay composed. The heart says, reach out. And when she chooses silence, it's often her ego winning, not her feelings disappearing. If she truly didn't care, she wouldn't need rules. She wouldn't need control. She wouldn't need to measure her reactions. When effort exists, even in silence, emotion exists. Remember that. One day I'm cold, the next day I'm softer, then distant again, and you think I'm confusing. No, I'm processing. Emotional fluctuation doesn't come from detachment. It comes from unresolved feelings. If I truly moved on, you'd see consistency, calm responses, steady energy, no emotional shifts, because when someone no longer affects you, your reactions stabilize. But when you still matter, my mood connects to you, I replay conversations in my head, I analyze your tone, I question what you meant, I dissect moments that probably meant nothing to you, but meant something to me. So one day, I convince myself, I'm over it, I don't care, and I act distant, then something reminds me of you. A memory, a message, a small gesture, and the wall softens. That push and pull isn't manipulation, it's internal conflict. Part of me wants emotional safety, part of me still feels attached, and when those two parts fight, you see inconsistency. If I was truly done, there would be emotional neutrality, no analyzing, no internal debates, no silent late night thinking. Fluctuation is a sign that the door isn't fully closed, because when someone is truly gone from your heart, your energy doesn't move for them anymore. When I go quiet and act like I don't care, understand this. I'm not testing you. I'm testing me. Can I detach? Can I stop checking your profile? Can I go a full day without wondering what you're doing? Can I control the urge to reach out? Silence becomes my self-discipline exercise, because sometimes I don't trust my emotions. I don't trust how easily I could fall back into patterns. So instead of confronting you, I confront myself. Can I be strong enough to walk away? Can I survive without reassurance? Can I sit with discomfort without texting you? If I'm struggling with that, it means something. If I'm fighting the urge, it means there's still an urge. And if I'm consciously choosing silence, it's because I'm trying to build emotional control, not because you mean nothing. Indifference is effortless, detachment is quiet and steady, but forced silence, that's effort. So if you see me go cold, go quiet, pull back, don't assume you've been forgotten. Sometimes the loudest feelings are hidden behind the calmest behavior, and sometimes the silence you see is someone fighting a battle you don't even realize is happening.